Hey y'all! Welcome back to our channel.
It's now part 3 of our Disney Plus series.
I'm so excited.
Today is actually the day that we're going to be releasing our review of Disney Plus.
And there's so many things we have to talk about.
A lot of different things.
Yeah.
Including what happened on launch day.
Launch day was a disaster.
Disaster is one of the words that you could use. Failure is a word that a lot of people were throwing around on social media, which I think is a little harsh.
Yeah, I mean, Disney did put out a statement saying that Disney Plus, completely exceeded their expectations in subscribers. But you also have to remember that Verizon released a year free subscription for everybody who is a Verizon member.
So when we talk about Disney Plus, their launch day being a failure or a disaster, what happened was that at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Disney Plus went live. And I know for a fact that a lot of people set alarms to wake up, to have their accounts set up and running at 6 a.m.
It was about 7 a.m. when I tried to log on.
7:30 for me.
I did get logged in and I did get to set up a couple accounts, but I was unable to view anything that was on the service. Nothing. I couldn't scroll through anything.
I was able to download the app onto my phone, and then I just saw a spinning ring of death for about 45 minutes. That was all that I saw. It was just a blue screen with the...
I just had the currently unavailable, no internet connection or something like that, and I had full internet connection, so that wasn't the problem.
That error message finally came up for me around 9:30, 2 hours after I had tried to log in. Before that, I had absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
It was just a blue screen.
Now, I was able to, so Colton's profile was set for kids, and I was able to get onto his profile at all times. The kids' profile was not down.
Right.
And I was able to scroll through and see the things that were on the kids' menu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, once Disney Plus was up and running, I want to say it was about 7 p.m. before I was able to actually view everything that was on there. Without it stopping.
Yeah. I want to say that it was even later for me, where I want to say it could have had something to do with my internet, but it wasn't until around 8-ish that I was able to load up any show that I wanted and not have it buffer or skip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, mostly throughout the entire day. Sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't. Mm-hmm. And, in the evening I was having an issue where it was up and running on one TV in my house and wouldn't run on another TV or my phone at all. Mm-hmm. But the other TV was running fine.
Yeah. I know that on launch day, by 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I had seen articles saying that within the first 12 hours, Disney Plus had over 10 million subscribers.
Yeah.
Which has topped every streaming service.
Yeah.
On their first day, within their first 24 hours.
Yeah.
There has been...
I mean, no wonder the site crashed.
Yeah. 10 million people logging in one day.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I expected it to crash, honestly.
I mean, I did too. I mean, Disney did... I think that's where everybody's disappointment came in at, because Disney really put out there before this went live how much work they've put into not having this crash. When the site crashed for the D23 membership, for the streaming service, when the day that crashed, they put out this huge apology and really worked hard to make sure that on November 12th, that the streaming service did not crash. they put in a lot of extra work and money into making sure that that didn't happen. Billions of dollars, they spent on making sure it wasn't going to crash. All of the, the tests that they ran beforehand to guarantee it wasn't going to happen because they didn't want that failure. And it happened anyway.
It happened anyway.
And I think that that's why people got so worked up over it. Because even though it's something that would normally be expected, Disney really put out that it wasn't going to happen.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, I read multiple articles about it. And plus I was there, when the day that it crashed on the D23 website.
Yeah.
But, people got really worked up over it.
They really did. There were a lot of very, very critical tweets.
Yeah.
A lot of Facebook posts that I want to say were just...
I mean, it failed, guys. Come on. But
it failed.
It's Disney and you still love it. So,
yeah.
But with all of this happening, that's when Disney Plus did put out, the message that all of these subscribers just completely exceeded their expectations. Mm-hmm. So even though they had spent billions of dollars and done all of this work to guarantee it wasn't going to crash, they didn't expect 10 million subscribers
in the first 12 hours.
I mean, it was just too much for the system to handle.
Yep. The servers couldn't handle it, and I knew that it was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Just
I
historically,
pretty much expected it.
I feel that the people who have started to demand refunds and things like that, those are the people that
they're not true Disney fans.
They're not the ones that were actually there for Disney Plus.
Right. Yeah, so we're paying about $141 for all 3 years, about $47 per year for that, and it's about half price of what someone is going to pay now who is just signing up for a subscription.
Yeah, which a regular price subscription just for Disney Plus is $6.99 a month. Mm-hmm. There's also a 7-day free trial that you can do before that $6.99 a month kicks in.
So Disney Plus is an ad-free streaming service. But if you are a new subscriber, then you do have to view one ad for stars. But you should only see it one time, and that's it. Mm-hmm. If you previously already had a subscription like we did for the 3 years, then we never had to view that ad.
Right.
So Disney is allowing subscribers to stream multiple devices at the same time. Each account is allowed 7 different user profiles. And you can watch on 4 devices at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I learned about that Disney Plus was going to become a thing back in 2017. Mm-hmm. Is when they first, I don't remember if I just read it through an article where I had seen it, but it was a couple years ago. It was 2 years ago. That I had seen that. So, it's not like Netflix didn't know that it was going to happen.
And if Disney says that they're going to do something, you better take them seriously.
Yeah, and they're going to do it big.
Oh, yeah.
So, it was actually on November 8th, 2018, that the official announcement came out that Disney Plus, that it was going to be called Disney Plus, and that this was their streaming service.
Right, and that's what they were going to include.
Yeah, and that, they were going to be pulling from the other streaming services to have their own, and that Disney was going to provide all of the original classics and their own original shows and movies. Like Lady and the Tramp that never made it to the big screen, they held it for the streaming service. Right. And I've read that they're going to do that with a lot of upcoming movies. They're not going to go out on the big screen anymore.
Right. And I've also noticed that the new Lion King is not on Disney Plus yet.
Right, I saw that too. Also, Toy Story 4.
Not on Disney Plus yet.
It's not on there. There's quite a few things scrolling through that I've noticed are not on there. But I did, look some of them up and see that in 2020, 2021, a lot of those will be coming
I
to
wonder
the service.
what exactly Disney has in mind by not releasing them onto
on launch
Disney
day.
Plus yet on launch day. I'm wondering what their tactic is, what their marketing ploy is for holding those back. Since they've been released and have been big hits, what else are they going to put out with it
Right.
when they do release it? Because
Right.
there has to be a reason.
Well, I did also read that Disney Plus will eventually pull some of their shows and movies from the service. So they're not all going to stay on there. It will be just like the other streaming services where they only stay for so long.
Is it going to be like the Disney Vault type thing?
I'm not sure. I did read an article about, I think that it was along with the contract that they currently have with Netflix. And that they have this contract that Netflix can stream these titles for so many years.
Right.
I don't remember what the article said exactly. So say it's 5 years, where Disney Plus has pulled them from Netflix currently. They were out on launch day. They're allowed to run them for so many years on Disney Plus, and then according to the contract, they have to release them back to Netflix to finish the contract.
Right.
Once they have finished the contract with Netflix, they can pull all titles and they have no ties with them anymore.
Right. The order that things are in on my phone in comparison to on the Roku is completely different.
Really?
Yes. On the TV, everything that I want to watch or have been watching is right up at the top.
Really? Nothing that I have watched or been watching has stayed at the top for me.
On the mobile app, it's just kind of wherever it is. But there's also a section that you can click to go straight into your watch list on the mobile app. Now, if you're looking for something else, the thing that bothers me about the mobile app and that I like about the Roku is that you can't scroll left or right on the mobile app. You just open up a section and then you scroll down, and it makes it look a lot shorter. It makes it appear like there's really not that much stuff in a section.
Right.
You know, because of that, it's made me think that the National Geographic section is incredibly small. And in my opinion, knowing how much National Geographic content there is, yeah, it's microscopic.
You also have to remember, like, this is just what's coming out for launch day. It's
Right.
not all that's going to be available. You know, they might release the same amount of stuff in a few more months.
Oh yeah, I expect them to put more out. There's way more content
Right.
than is currently on Disney Plus. There's a ton of stuff already on there.
Right.
But I already do know that there's a lot of things that they've held back.
One thing that I really do not like about the streaming service is that what I have been watching does not stay at the top.
It doesn't. It's
That I have to go search for it
Yes.
when I come back to it.
yes,
And sometimes it restarts in the place where I left off, and sometimes it does not.
yes,
I really do not like that watching a series, it does not save your episodes. It does not show it doesn't show you at all what you have already watched.
nope,
And I really don't like that.
Yeah.
You know, Colton is really struggling with that right now because he does watch the Disney Junior series. So he has been watching Puppy Dog Pals, and, you know, he's gone over to Mickey Mouse and, you know, to other series and stuff that he enjoys watching. And when he clicks on it, he, you know, every time, Mama, I've already watched this.
right,
Why does it keep going to something I've already watched?
right,
You know, so tonight we're scrolling through before bed to find an episode that he hasn't watched yet because he falls asleep watching it. I don't know where it left off.
right.
You know, we came to the conclusion it left off on episode 16.
Oy.
You know, I mean, he's a kid. He should be able to access this and go back to his last episode without having to remember what number it was on. I really expected that for Disney Plus.
I expected to continue watching or watch again.
For the fact that, streaming services are not new. They've been out for so long now. Disney Plus is just getting into it, but it's just a standard thing that I really expect it to be on there, and I really hope that they're already in the works of making it happen, because I know a lot of people are unhappy about it.
Yeah. I know that because of The Mandalorian, the launch day had an episode, and then every Friday is when the series are going to have their episodes released.
Yeah, which absolutely kills me because I'm a binge watcher.
Yes.
And, it's really hard for me to wait week to week for a new episode of a show. But overall, I can say that I do like that all of the shows are being released on a Friday. So far I've only watched the new High School Musical, the musical, whatever it's called. I have watched that. The original movies are one of my favorite movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I really didn't know what to expect of this show. It's... At first I thought, there's no way I'm going to like this. It's not the same characters. It's not the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the movie. And I want to see the movie. I don't want to...
Right.
I don't want this spin-off show that's not going to be any good. But... honestly, the first episode, had me hooked. I really enjoy it. And I was really excited on Friday to be able to pull it up and watch it.
Yeah.
But I did, read that all of the shows will be coming out on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
So I do like that if you're watching multiple shows, you will be able to, fill your time moving from new episode to new episode of different shows, at least.
Yeah.
For
me, that's not a big deal.
Otherwise, it just kills me to have to wait
because
to watch a show.
I just can't. I can't just sit and watch TV.
Oh, I like to just sit and watch TV and just watch the whole season in one day.
I can't do that. She does it all the time. What season of Friends are you on?
6.
I think that overall, I'm extremely happy with Disney Plus.
I am too. I would say 1,000% worth it.
Oh yeah. If you have been on the fence about getting it, maybe you have all these other streaming services. You've got Netflix, you've got Hulu, you've got Amazon Prime. Why would you add another one?
It's Disney.
It's Disney.
So why would you not? Literally, there's so much content on here. I haven't even turned on my other streaming services because I haven't needed to.
Yeah.
I have seen so many posts already about people listing every single thing that is on here, putting it in a hat, and they're drawing
that's so
something
fun
to watch every single night. And I think that that's such a great idea.
It is.
And really something cool to do as a family.
Yeah.
If you're all home together and you have the time
to
be able to do that.
It's so important to do as well, because
family time doesn't happen like it used to.
It doesn't, and it needs to.
Mm-hmm. It really does.
You want to stop internet bullying? Get your kids off the internet. And
watch Disney Plus.
Realize that we're posting as people who do the internet. But it's so important to unplug every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's so important. And I'm not talking about unplug completely, go outside. Get together. Socialize. If that's watching a movie, if it's watching a TV series, put your phone down and do something together.
Yeah.
That's what unplug means. Put your phone down and pay attention to what's around you. And I feel like this has brought such a nostalgic thing back to families and people in general.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is what it used to be before the entire internet was available in the palm of our hands.
Yeah. I used to get so excited when Disney would release a Disney Channel original movie,
Mm-hmm.
they would play it Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday
Oh my
night.
gosh,
like,
you'd sit and watch them every single day.
Yes. And when it would
Sometimes
first,
they would play them hour after hour after
Yes.
hour, and I would sit and watch it.
the first time that it would
Yes.
premiere, my mom would always watch it with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we'd go out in the living room and we'd sit and we'd watch the Disney Channel original movie. And by the time I'm watching it for the 5th, 6th, 7th time, she's like, "Oh my God, turn this off." You know, but I couldn't stop watching.
Right, they're just so good.
You know, but it was something that we always did together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have those memories of doing that, and I would love, you know, to be able to just sit down like that and look forward to these new movies coming out every single week or every single month, whenever, to be able to watch. And now that all of these original movies are here at my fingertips to be able to turn on
And
to have that and
share our
those
memories with our kids.
Yeah.
It's, you know, across the board. I think it's great, and I'm very excited to see the future of Disney Plus.
Yeah, me too.
Do you think you can support me emotionally through Finding Dory?
Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be a thing.